Welcome to the Virtual Creativity Center. The Basque Museum, Miami Beach's contemporary art museum, creates connections between international contemporary art and the museum's diverse audiences. The Basque shares the power of contemporary art through experiences that excite, challenge, and educate. The Basque Museum of Art opened in 1964 through the donation of a private collection by John and Joanna Bass to the city of Miami Beach. John and Joanna Bass had a collection of over 500 works, including old master paintings, textiles, sculptures, even a mummy. The founding Basque collection of historic objects and old masters can be seen regularly on view within the context of contemporary artworks. The museum opened in what was formerly the Miami Beach Public Library and Art Center. The museum was built in the 1930s and is considered an Art Deco historical building designed by Russell Pencos, the grandson of Miami Beach pioneer John Collins. The original structure of the building is made out of keystone, which is a type of limestone collected from the Florida Keys. Limestone is a type of mineral that collects marine deposits that have accumulated in Florida over millions of years, during times when the state was covered over with seawater or shallow marshes. In 2001, the original museum building was renovated and a new wing designed by renowned architect Arata Isozaki was added to the house galleries, offices, and a museum shop. By 2017, the Basque concluded a comprehensive transformation and reopened to the public on October 29, 2017. The renovation expanded the internal structure to create an almost 50% increase in programmable space, including 4 new galleries, a museum store, a cafe, as well as a brand new educational facility. Our Creativity Center. The Basque's open storage exhibition features selections from the collection, including some pieces from John and Joanna Bass's historical collection, recent acquisitions, as well as works on loan. Open storage explores many different themes relating to art history and present day. Some of the themes include religious beliefs, family life and traditions, portraiture, motherly connection, and so much more. Today, it's important for us to realize that though we may come from different backgrounds, we all call Earth our home. Arts and culture aid to foster positive attitudes and learning. Art brings different people together, and culture helps us appreciate one another and all of our diversity. Currently on view is Alex Israel and Snapchat. In this exhibition, Alex Israel includes 5 iconic self-portraits, each enhanced by Snapchat's marker tracking technology that connects a digital AR experience to a custom physical object. The painted panels become portals to immersive animated experiences. As you see, Alex Israel loves using all different kinds of colors in his self-portraits. Bright, vivid neon colors, to be exact. He also includes Miami and LA culture in all of his works. Today's project will be inspired by both Alex Israel and open storage. We'll be creating self-portraits inspired by our cultures and what we love. Let's gather some materials. For today's activity, you'll need oil pastels, watercolor paint, watercolor paper, paintbrush, water, and pencils. Art and science often go hand in hand. Today, we'll be exploring if water and oil mix. We'll do this by using watercolors and oil pastels. For my example, I'm also going to be using some wax crayons. On the left side, you'll see some shapes and patterns I created with my crayons, and on the right side, you'll see what I've created with my oil pastels. If you look closely, you'll see that the watercolor paint resists on the right side of the paper. This is because water and oil do not mix. Now, let's create our artwork using this knowledge. Before getting started, be sure to write your name on the back of your artwork. Step 1. Use a pencil to sketch the outline of half of your face on the edge of the paper. Once you're done, add some additional details using your pencil and then outline it with an oil pastel. I used black to stand out, but you're more than welcome to use any of the oil pastel colors. Be sure not to color in any of the spaces with your oil pastel. Remember, water and oil do not mix, so whatever you fill in with the oil pastel will not be able to get painted. Consider what type of expression you want on your face. Will you be serious, happy, sad, silly? It's completely up to you. Get creative and think out of the box. And remember, all colors are beautiful, so you can use any of the oil pastel colors you choose. Don't forget to consider what jewelry, hairstyle, or clothing you'll be wearing. Now that you've outlined your self-portrait, you're going to create the background, what's going on behind you. I divided my background into 4 separate sections using lines. However, you can use zigzags, squiggly lines, spirals, whatever you'd like. In each section of my background, I filled in my work with different things and elements of what I love and what makes me me. I included some stars in the sky because I love looking out in the night sky. I included some musical notes because I play the trumpet. I included some flowers and leaves because I love to garden. And lastly, I included some watermelon and oranges because that's my favorite fruit. If you have a white oil pastel available, I strongly suggest adding some textures and elements to your piece by creating some dashes, some polka dots, maybe some patterns and shapes. Before we move on to step 4, it's important that you grab your pencil's eraser and erase any pencil markings that you might have. Now's my favorite step. We're going to use the watercolor to add color and texture to our artwork. Be sure to mix various colors from your watercolor palette to create different tints and hues within your piece. For my skin, I mixed a number of different warm colors like brown, yellow, orange, but feel free to explore. Remember, all colors are beautiful. For the background, I used various colors by mixing blues and purples, reds and yellows. Try to fill the whole page with color. Lastly, set your artwork aside to dry, or pat it down with a napkin gently. If you want to expand on your artwork, I suggest going on a nature hunt. Collect some leaves, flowers, seeds, and small objects from outside. Make sure they're nice and clean, and you wash your hands once you're back inside. Then, using some glue, you can create a frame around your piece, as well as add some additional details. I added some flower petals for my earrings. I created a necklace using seeds, and I also added some seeds inside the buds of my flowers. Once you're done with your art creation, be sure to take some pictures and share it with us via Instagram at Basque Creativity Center, #BasqueArtTogether. Thank you for joining the Creativity Center virtually. I hope to see you in person at the museum. Our newly adjusted hours are Wednesdays through Sundays from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. For more information on the Basque Museum of Art, please visit us at thebasque.org. Keep an eye out on our social media pages for other upcoming virtual events. Have an amazing year.